Hello everybody and welcome back to Calmsden Farm. If you missed the last episode, in the last episode I harvested this field. It was full of wheat. We harvested it, baled the straw, and made some big beastie bales. We took them over here and I was proud of myself because I actually used a telehandler properly and I actually put them in here. Nice and neat. Very proud of myself actually that I managed to do this properly. Nearly 300,000 litres of straw we've got in this shed. Looking really good. If you want to see the previous episode, I'll put a link for you in the top right corner of the screen. You can go and have a look. But now, let's get on to today. So today we have moved on. We are now into September. We are just approaching 9:15. This field is in a bad state and it's been attacked by weeds. Now, the weeds are only small, so we've not got to worry. No herbicides needed. There's nothing in here. So what we're going to do, we need to lease a planter to put some canola in here. Now, I'm just wondering, this field, as we can see, is very bad on nitrogen. So pH is lime that fixes that. Nitrogen is either fertilizer or manure or slurry. That's what fixes that. Now what I was wondering is because the planter that I'm looking at will also do the crop. It will plant it for me, direct drill it, but also fertilize it. So will that kill two birds with one stone? Will that sort out our problem here as well as putting a new crop in? Now that is something I'm not sure. I've not done a massive amount with precision farming, so I am still sort of learning, but I'm wondering if it would. Because surely if I go and spray fertilizer on here and then seed it, it's the same, isn't it? It's going to apply whatever amount of fertilizer it needs as we seed. Technically going to be the same, so I'm going to give that a go and see. Checking out the bales. These are only 48% fermented, and that's by sleeping into the next month. That's not as far along as I thought. But what has got more far along than I thought? The grass. The grass is literally one stage away from needing cutting again. So we're going to have to lease a fertilizer spreader because we need to sort out with the lime, the fertilizer, all bad on here. So we need to hit it before we get the final stage. Otherwise, we're just going to have another field of what we already had. Now, these are going to need to be picked up. We're going to need to store these somewhere. I'm not exactly sure where's going to be the best place to store them, but we need to get them off the field so we can do some fertilizing. So we've got a few jobs to do. So I think because the grass just needs the bales picking up, the fertilizer doing, that's going to be a simple job. We'll get that sorted first. So just grab my trailer. Let's go jump inside because some of these trees are a bit low and it's a bit tricky when you're outside. Now, I'm just going to park here. There's no traffic, so we're good at the minute. Turn off, don't waste any fuel. I noticed something down here. I was having a quick browse around and I noticed something. I wasn't prepared for it. So if we can power walk, yep. You might have seen if I said in my previous series on Somerset that my power walking was broke. It wasn't broke, it was another mod conflicting with it. We're all good now. Now, I just happened to be coming along here and I noticed we've got a church here. And as I walked past, something happened that I wasn't ready for. Let me show you. I wasn't ready for that. I wasn't ready for the organ. You know what? I'm going to move away because there's a good chance that that's copyrighted and YouTube are going to have me for that one. I wasn't ready for that. Oxygen Davis took it to a new level and put proper church music in a church as you go past it. That's so cool. That is epic. I love that. Right, let's get back into the tractor then. Let's turn right here. Can I get around without smashing anything here now? Because this trailer's mighty long. And if I'm honest, this isn't really the map for it. Now, we've got to go through this sheep enclosure, which is this one here. You can see the gates up ahead. There's no way I'm going to be able to turn left. I had to do some really weird maneuvers to get around this last time. I don't think this is going to happen, is it? When you go round here, watch all this, cut across the grass, miss the post in the tree to be able to get in. And then probably hit the mud guard. Ooh, yeah, there we go. And ruddy mud guard. Just thought I'm going to show you. I'm going to bring you along for this little bit to get in this field. A little bit snug. Anyway, let's go and collect these bales. So I was a little bit concerned about picking these bales up if they were actually going to ferment, but it seems to be okay. So we'll go and activate the trailer. We should be able to grab these. And if I remember right, we have got the right amount for this trailer to get them all in one go. So we'll grab these, we'll go find somewhere on the yard to store them and let them fully ferment, and then we're going to sell them for some nice amount of money. I don't exactly know how much, but it should be a nice amount. Well, anything's a bit of a boost at the minute. Now, I did go and have a look at cows. Now, because we have got the cow barn, potentially we could get some cows. I don't know how much the barn balance is going to stretch. I'm really wanting to sell these before... Oh, playing football with that one. I really wanted to sell these before we actually go and get cows. But I did go and have a quick look and see. They do take grass. They do take hay. And obviously they take TMR. Now, TMR is going to be the best. That's the 100% the best kind of food that you could give them. Look at that. Perfect. Nice full trailer. Just got to try and get it back out of here now in one piece. Yeah, it should be fun. So the cows do take grass, hay, and TMR. Now, grass is around about 20%, like good for them. Hay is about 60 to 80%. I did remember the figures, they've completely gone on my head. Actually, it might be 40% for grass, 80% for hay, 100% for TMR. So the fact that we can just feed them on hay alone, that's pretty good. It's a matter of cutting this field again, bluffing it up with a tedder, and we've got hay. Hit it with the baler, get some nice bales. We have to go wide here. There's no way I'm going to be able to turn straight through that gate. Not a chance. I think that could be quite good. So there is potential. Oh, I'm gonna catch a mudguard again, aren't I? Oh no, just. The potential here that we could get cows and just feed them for, hay for now. I was a bit worried thinking we're going to have to wait until we can sort of make some TMR, but I mean, technically we're not a million miles away from making TMR. We've got silage, we've got straw, we just need some hay, and Bob's your uncle. So if the barn balance was a little bit better, I would say we just keep these, but we need every penny we can at the minute. We've got to lease the planter. We've got to lease the fertilizer. The fertilizer itself and the lime. How much is that going to cost? I just don't know. So I think for now, we're just going to get the silage bales just to hang out in ferment. We're just going to double check and make sure that they are still okay. Yeah, 49% fermenting. Or was that 48? 48% fermented. Are all of them the same? Yeah, roughly all the same. One of these is going to be the very first one. It might be maybe 49. I don't know which one it was. It's one of these. So we'll just let them hang out. This is our yard. It's where we've got our mowers and stuff. So it's probably a good place just to sort of let them hang out. So let's go and have a look. Actually, let's leave the trailer here. We don't really need that for now. Let's go and have a look about renting a fertilizer spreader. So I've gone for this one. It's the K brand one. It's nice. It's a 42-meter spread on it. And it's cost me just over £1,000 to lease. Now it holds about 3,200 litres. So what we'll do is we'll go put this in. Got 3 bags here that I've just gone and bought. It's going to be just shy of being a full load. But the good thing is, obviously I know this is leased, but we can actually take these bags out and we can actually, stash them in one of the barns somewhere. So we're not going to lose out. I don't know how much it's going to take. Obviously because of precision farming, it's going to fluctuate how much you put on the field depending on the areas that are worse or better, good, whatever. This field in front of us has got absolutely nothing regarding nitrogen on it, which means the fertilizer, it's probably going to get used up all on this. So we just go and have a double check on here. it says it's on automatic rate at the minute. So basically, if you look at the little menu at the top left corner, you can see like there's a little checkered flag on the right. That shows where the field potentially should be. But right on the left, you can see that's where we are. So it's basically wanting to put down a heck of a lot. Around about 200 kg per hectare. Whew, that's a lot. Now, I'm not going to do this field because we are going to get the planter, which is going to plant and fertilize. So the fertilizer in that planter should technically do the same thing. So it seems a bit of a waste to go over with this when we can plant and fertilize. So I just wanted to show you the graph because it only works when you approach a field. When you go on a field, if you go off a field onto the road, it will all disappear and the map will change back to normal. You see, it just shows nothing. It says can't detect anything because we're not on a field. So we're going to head over to the grass field and we're going to see what the difference is over there. So we are now on the grass field and you can see the bar at the top has dropped drastically. Because this is a grass field, it doesn't need to be anywhere as good. So it's only going to put 65 kilograms per hectare down. So we can go ahead, we'll zoom right out because this has got quite a spread on it. And we'll go and start. And we'll run round and it's obviously going to detect, you can see the map at the bottom changing from red to orange. So we're not going to get a nice bright green to say it's perfect because it's grass. Doesn't need to be anywhere near as good as a field. That's what I was been saying before. Grass fields don't have to be anywhere near as good as a crop field. So we can go around now. This will last this field no problem at all. So even if we do send this back, we'll be able to go and eject what's in there, put it back into bags, and then we'll be able to use it when we actually get the planter. But this should give us a nice amount. So it should make this field a bit better. And if anything, we should get better yield on grass, so more grass to cut. Now we're going to see if we can try and move over a little bit. There's going to be a bit down the middle. But I'm missing the edges, you see, if we're not careful. I know it's a wide spread, but it's trying to get across everything if we can. So we've still got 80% left in it, so not bad. It's making a heck of a difference actually to the land itself. So we'll swing around. We don't want to get too much across into the pig pasture. If we run down here, we should be able to then hopefully spin it around now. Get everything there and then run it down the middle. Now, we can stop it and we can change the width down a little bit if we wanted to. And then we could go again. So it's not quite as wide. If we really wanted to, we could keep stepping it down, but I don't think we need to worry too much. So all this field is nearly done. Looking pretty good. There we go. So I've just got rid of the fertilizer out of the spreader. I've just gone and bought myself a big bag handler. That's a mouthful. For me telehandler, and it just picks up. It's basically it just straps the bags like this. I do like it because you can get the forks to go through, but it all depends on which way the bags are. So at least this way, we can do it without going through the building. I'm gonna store these over here for now. We're under shelter, and if we just go and drop them down there, and then all you do is undo the straps. Simple as that. I keep forgetting how long that these telehandler things stick out. Keep catching everything. I did it with the bale grabber. So all you do is just go over. If you never used one of these before, they are really good. If you maybe like picking up big bags like this, but you do struggle and think, that's all you do. You see? And it just throws the strap around them. I think it's the CSZ pack. It's got these in, and it's the big bag handler. Works great. You can pick them up with a fork under there, and you can get a grab where you actually go and pick it up, hook it up under there. But I'm no good with stuff like that. So I thought this is a lot easier. Just get the strap. Job's a good one. So let's get these sorted. Let's get some lime in. See how many bags of lime we can get in. How much that's going to rob us. So I've gone and grabbed 5 actually of the lime. I didn't realize that the lime is actually Not as I don't know why it's not as expensive as I thought. You know, I was just sorry, I'm thinking, I'm talking to myself there. I could just see at the bottom, it come up with the attach option. That's different. I didn't know it did that. I've literally just found that out. You've seen that in front of your eyes. I just got close to the bags and it come up attach. I'm like, what's it trying to attach? Look at that. It does actually go under and attach itself. That is cool. I wonder if you can get 4 on them because there's more attaches there. You see, ladies and gents, we have just found out something new. Didn't know it did that. I know you can do the straps. I thought that's all it did. Look at them baby swing now. Right, let's see. These are 2,000 litres each. So we're not going to get them all in. I just got a funny feeling it might take a lot. So let's see if we can go and drop this over and see if it will actually go and empty in. I'm not sure. Are we actually over yet? I thought the cover might have opened itself, but maybe not. Maybe we have to go and open the cover ourselves, do we? There we go. Now it's going in. I don't think these are all going to go in. One will. The second one won't. You see, it's been awkward there, hasn't it? It took a bit out of both and not got rid of one first. Alright, no worries. Well, I'm going to leave these here for now because I've got a funny feeling it is going to take them all. How do we get rid of it? How do we drop these off now? Whoa, what happened there? I don't know how to get rid of them. How do we get them off here now? Oh no. So we are back with the lime in. Not sure what happened with the big bags. I could not get one bag to release. It kept detaching the tool from the telehandler. I had to reset it back to the shop to be able to fix that issue. So maybe that isn't the way you're meant to pick the bags up there. Maybe that's just something that's getting confused. I'm not sure, so I'm going to stick to using the straps like I was doing. Now that we are here, we're full of lime, and the chart at the top is telling me where we are and where it should be. So it's only going to add a little bit. So basically it should be 6.75. We're at 6 at the minute, so it's going to add the 0.75. So we'll go across, we'll go through, and we'll spread some lime. Now it's going to look a bit weird having the lime on top of the field, but you would probably, maybe if I thought about it more, I should have limed first, then fertilized. It would have got rid of the white kind of powder texture over the field. Now lime is going down at an alarming rate already with 50% used. Oh my. So obviously this is going to change as well. It's now putting 0.875%. It is going to change depending on what kind of soil we are going over. That is the beauty of precision farming then. It is spot on with what it needs to use. We're going to run out. And there we go. My word. So that's something to bear in mind. You need to carry lime around with you. So I got myself one of these. These are just like a seed fertilizer lime distribution kind of little trailer thing with a spout on, so you can come fill things up like this in the field. I always think though that spout, you would have thought it would be on the back, not poking that way because it's so close to the tractor. I don't know what else you meant to sort of pull this with. Either the bar needs to be longer, or that needs to be moved to the back. I think poking it that way is, in my opinion, is the wrong way. But anyway, so I fill one of these up. There's 2 hoppers, 10,000 in each. I've done one for now because the bank balance is getting mighty low. So let's have a go and see. I'm not sure which one it needs to be. You can put it onto one compartment or the other one. Is it this one? I had to drop this on the floor because I've only got one vehicle. Is that over it? Oh, that's not over it. Now? Maybe it's the other one. There we go. So one does one compartment, one does the other. So you can essentially do this, fill this trailer up with seeding one, fertilizing the other, or liming the other and fertilizer, whichever you want really. But for now, I just needed lime. I've gone and bought this, so it is mine. I'm going to worry too much about leasing it. So if I just back up a little bit, let's go park this over here for now. Drop it there. We'll be able to pick this up and carry on. No doubt we're going to have to come back to that because I don't think we're going to be able to do the whole field again with this. So we'll go and zoom right out again and we will carry on. So we'll go and activate and go. Yeah, this is quite shocking of how much lime you go through on this. If this is what we're getting through on here, just think what it's going to be like when we go through on the big field. Oh my word. I'm not looking forward to that. I mean, already we're nearly 50% gone. Ooh, it's going to be a lot of lime. Are we going to be able to get around the corner? I'm hoping just before it runs out again. We're not going to be able to join them up. It's going to run out before we can join them up. My word. Let's drop that on the floor. Let's go and get this trailer. Fill up again. Oh, I should have opened it first. Or dropping it. I'm just so glad that lime's not a ridiculous amount of money. It's just a lot of bags. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to finish this off with lime as well. Otherwise, we're going to end up just doing a lot of liming. All the lime is done then. I just ended up with 23 litres left in the actual spreader itself. And about 3,600 litres in this little trailer thingamajig at the back. I don't know what is actually officially called. This little trailer at the back has got about 3,600 litres in. So we're done. We're picking them up together. I've got it on the front, which is probably not the best way of doing it, but there is a 3-point hitch on the front, so we can do it this way. Just go swing around a bit here. We're not going to be able to get round. So we'll get it all back to the farm. Oh, we're going to get stuck on the gate here. Oh, I'll get back to the farm. I'll see you there. So my plans have changed a little bit, and this is the beauty of this game. Is you'll start it like I did initially with a plan of what I wanted to do, and then things change as you go through. Now, this episode's already getting on a little bit, and I don't want to go and tackle that field now, because otherwise it's going to be quite a long episode, and I try and keep them around half an hour. So what I've got planned to do now has changed. From sorting that field out, we'll sort that out in the next episode, which will still be in the same in-game day, but it'll be just next episode. This is the cow pasture area. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the grass. I'm then going to ted it, windrow it, bale it, and we're going to get some hay bales. Because then, before we end this episode, I'm going to buy some cows, whatever the money will allow. Because I really want to get cows started straight away. Because before I've done them, I've bought cows late on. And we run out of time before really we get any use out of the cows. So I thought, this is probably the best way. Our grass field is not far away, but we'll be able to maybe use them again for silage. Which is probably going to be the best thing to do. So we'll get some hay off here. Then we can buy some cows. So I'm going to go around, cut this. You've already seen me cut some grass, so I'm not going to show you again right now. I'll come back to you when it's ready to ted. So for a cow pasture, this doesn't actually look too bad. Grass doesn't look too bad on here. It seems to cut pretty nicely. And according to the precision farming yield scale, it's not bad. So we're probably not going to use this again. I just want to get some hay, because hay is pretty good for the cows. Not the best. TMR is the best, but hay is the second best. So at the minute we haven't got any grass that I can cut, and I really want to get cows. Now I don't know how many we're actually going to be able to get. It all depends on what the bank balance will allow. I'm hoping as we go through, we've got to leave some money because I've got to be able to lease the planter. So we're going to have to find out how much that is to lease. We're going to have to obviously leave a little bit for seed and obviously fertilizer and stuff like that. So we're not going to be able to get many cows, but I want to get some. start the ball rolling. Obviously, they will breed as well, so we will end up with more. So if we can use this now, because this technically, it is the cow pasture. You see, look, there's their trough there. We're kind of nicking their grass. But it is going to go feed them. So I think they will allow us, you know, they'll let us off on this. So I'm going to go around. I'm going to head this all up. We'll come back. We'll windrow it. And then we'll go bale it and see. I'm going to try and predict now. I think they're 11,000 litres. I think straw's 13. 11 or 11.5 for hay. And 9,400 I think for grass. So I'm going to say... Ooh, it's a tough one. 6 hay bales. Which I know might not seem many, but a few cows. That should keep us going for a little while. So let's get this done. We'll come back and windrow it. So I'm just picking up the windrow, and I have found there's another little way. I found another little gate to get into that field. So if we just go around here to the left, it's a little bit snug because of the windrow's quite a fair size. But this is the field here. I just gone past it. I didn't know this gate existed here. So this is the field. So we can pull through. We'll jump out and actually shut the gate behind us. So I was going all the way around and coming in by the actual cow barn itself. That's pretty cool, that is. So let's go open her up. We'll back up as well, see if we can start from this way. And there's probably little bits we're gonna miss on here because it is going to be a little bit tricky to get all the areas around here. Drop it down, turn her on. Can't see, I'm in the tree. Let's see if we can go and windrow all this up. Quite a light colour as well, so it's quite tricky to see all the swath. But we are going to miss bits near the gate. I'm not going to be able to get right up to that. But I'm hoping we should have a nice amount. So I'm going to go around and get this done. I'm showing you little snippets of these ones here because we have also seen this only a couple of episodes ago. So I really want to get cows before we finish. We are going to tackle that field in the next episode. I had planned to do it today, like I said. But things just took a little bit longer than I thought. So let's get this finished off. Let's get some cows in. Let's feed them with some hay. They need some straw as well, which we've got plenty of. But I'm just worried, do we need an actual, like, straw blower? You know, something to chop it and then blow it into the actual pen somewhere. Not sure. Will it accept it on its own? Can I just drop a bale in somewhere? We're about to find out. So the windrowing and baling has all been done. We're just going to go through now. We'll activate the trailer. We'll pick up the bales. And do you know what? I've actually got it spot on. 6 bales. That was a mighty good guess. Now, there's not any way of knowing. You saw that I did it before we even started on this. That's pretty good going, that. I was quite impressed with that. So, I'm just going to go back down this way here. We're going to go shut this gate. And I'm hoping that these 6 will last. Obviously, we have got, like I said, we've got our normal field that we can cut again. I'm really hoping at some point soon we can get the sheep pasture. I really want to be able to get that, because again, that's potentially more grass that we can cut. But for now, we're just going to take this through here. And I'm just going to move it around the side a bit, pretty much where we had the other bales before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put it here. Yeah, here should be about right, I think. Should be good. Actually, you know what? Let's just go a bit further up here, actually. We don't need to get it too tight in the space there. We'll use this field for now. So if we just go put these here, I'm not going to, like, unload them. Well, I am going to unload them, but I'm only going to unload them onto the trailer. So they're not auto-loading now, which means I can come along with a telehandler and I can grab them. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around here, get my speed walk on. And if we go into this, I'm going to shut that for now. Okay, don't shut. Thank you. So we're going to shut it for now and see. I think this is obviously where the food's going to go. So this is where the hay goes, but I'm not sure about the straw. So let's have a look then. So Holsteins, we want to get milk. We don't really want the Angus because we don't really want to sell them for like meat. We want to get milk from these. So we're going to go for these, the eldest ones. Ooh, the money. And we can fit 150 in here. But look at that. 5 is 8,250. 16.5 grand for 10. Ooh-wee. I'm hoping if we can get this, I'm hoping that's going to leave me enough money. We're down to 22 grand. Really going to try. Where'd the cat? Hello? Oh, I didn't mean to open that. I meant to jump. Oh, they're in the field. They're all not moving. Oh, they are. What's that? Cows? Not moving. So, let's just go and have a quick look. I like how there's a petrol tanker right outside the cow pasture. So let's go into the menu and see what we need to do with the cows. So we can see on here then that obviously the TMR is 100%, hay is 80, grass is 40. So that's not bad. So we could give them grass as well, but I'm going to stick with hay, 80%. That's pretty good. That's not far off. We will eventually be able to get them on some TMR. Now, it doesn't actually say it needs to be TMR to be able to for them to breed or get milk or anything like that. So I'm hoping we should be okay. So it needs straw, milk. There's no water we need in this one. It seems like it's done automatically. So we just need some hay. So let's get the telehandler. Let's grab a couple of bales. I have no idea how much this is going to take. I'm hoping not too much. There is only 10. We'll find out. So 2 hay bales are on board. That's 23,000 litres. So 11,500 each. I can't see at the minute. Let's go outside for a bit. So I'm hoping this should be a nice amount, or it should keep them going for a little while. Let's go back inside. We've got to be careful of the roof. I'm assuming we can just drop these here. So if we just go down to the floor, and then we will undo. And I'm hoping, yeah, I can see it filling up to the left. Both of them have disappeared. Is this a worrying time? Let's go and have a look and see how much is that filled up. Oh, my word. Okay. So, not a massive amount. Oh, that's an interesting one. Okay, so the capacity for the food storage is quite big. So it looks like they're going to take all 6 of these hay bales. But that should keep them going for a while, I'm hoping. At least until we can get through to maybe the next month when our grass field, we should be able to cut again. So maybe instead of doing silage, we might need to do a batch of hay bales to be able to keep on top of the food here. Just going to have to see how things go. So now some food's been dropped in. Look at this. The cows are all coming in to have a bit of a munch. Straight away, they're on it. Let's go and drop these down here. And we should be able to then hopefully give them another couple of bales. That not quite in the food trigger. There we go. It is now. So what's that put us on now? We're getting there. I think we're going to have to get the other 2 as well. And the final 2 bales then going in. We'll drop them in. Beautiful. So 70,000 litres. That should last us a little while. Now, I'm not sure about the straw. Because normally you give them straw, and obviously straw helps make manure. But as you can see, we've got nowhere for manure on here. And there's no manure heap anywhere around. And there's nowhere to actually put one. So do we need to worry about straw? I mean, is it part of the bedding? I think it is part of the bedding. It doesn't really say at the bottom here. I'm just having a look. It doesn't say anything about like the straws needed for the bedding. But I mean, it's on there. We could give them some. So let me go get a straw bale and see if we can just drop this in like we've done with these ones. Or if we're going to have to get like a straw blower to blow it over into there. I'm not sure. So it turns out we need something like this. This is a straw blower. And you basically put the bale in. It will chop it up. And then obviously fire it out the spout over into where it needs to go over to here. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to be the best option. I've leased this one for now just to give it a try. But it seems like this is what's going to work because it's telling me now we can obviously use straw. So let's go and have a little go. Let's try that. Oh, yes. That's quite cool, that is. That poor cow's getting doused in straw. So I'm not sure if this is going to be the best way, or you might be able to put it into a TMR mixer and actually do it that way because it will still drop it in. That might work as well. Obviously, at some point, we're going to have to get a TMR mixer to mix all the bales together to be able to do this. So for now, though, this seems to be working. We'll just see. I can't really see it doing much, but the straw's going somewhere. So when it's all gone in, we'll have a look. I don't see any straw appearing on the floor just yet. Maybe it's got a massive capacity. Well, there's one complete bale. That's 13,000 litres. Let's see what that's done. Well, it's definitely going in. You can see the bars moving, but it's not really done much. Productivity's going up as well. We've got 1 litre milk already and a little bit of slurry. So things are working, which is good. So, yeah, I'm just going to go get another couple of bales, I think. The straw is finally full at 50,000 litres. That's a lot. You can see it's looking a lot better now. It's giving him a nice bedding area. I'm not sure if it's actually going to do anything. Obviously, it's going to give him a nice bedding. But normally straw helps give you manure. But obviously, we've got nowhere for the manure to go. There's no heap and we can't put a heap down. And also, I've managed to find that they do have light switches in here. How cool is that? So it's took 4 bales and there's just a bit of one there with 2,000 litres in. So we'll leave that there for now. Then how quick that's going to go down. And I really don't know if that's just a waste of straw, if we actually need it or not. Not sure. Like I said, I know you need straw for manure, but we have got nowhere to put manure. And obviously slurry is going to start going in here. And then we'll have to get it out from here. That's looking pretty good. So I think that's going to be a good place to leave this for now. We're going to have to keep a check on straw. I mean, 4 to do that. Just took a little bit of a battering. So obviously, we're going to get some more straw when we do the next harvest. We need to sort of keep on top of silage, hay. Yeah, there's a lot we need to keep on top of. So we need to make sure we sort out the grass field. That's all ready to go. So next time, that should be ready to cut in the next month. But before we do that, in this game day, we need to sort out that field and put some canola in the ground. For now, though, we're going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.